Hey guys, JJ here. Welcome to our Lender's Lens 5-minute real estate Q&A brought to you by Always Capital. We're here to fund your deals. If you have a deal that needs funding, have any questions, or would like to join our next live event, please post your questions and see the detailed links in the comment section below. Today's question from Mark and Brian is, what are the pros and cons of borrowing from private lenders? Guys?
Hi, I'm Mark.
Hey, I'm Brian.
The difference between borrowing from private lenders, such as relationship private lenders, and the pros and cons and institutional private, like with companies like Always Capital, the main difference is that with relationship private lenders, they're really looking at you. They don't really care about the deal. They can potentially go up to and above 100% of the money necessary. But the drawback is that you are the one responsible for their money. They're not going to do their own underwriting. Whereas the pros and cons of institutional money is that while institutional companies, institutional lenders are providing less than 100%, at the same time, they're doing the underwriting and making sure that the deal is a solid one. And they're looking over your shoulder, providing a second set of eyes. Additionally, the pockets are much, much deeper. We have, much larger and deeper sources of capital. And once we commit to a loan, we're not looking, there's no life events happening the day before. Brian?
And so as an investor, I've raised and borrowed millions and millions in a private relationship capital. And there's some things that happen that I would call it unstable. So first thing is it's not cheaper. Even if you can get that money cheaper than you could get it from an institutional lender, you don't want that because if your uncle finds out you're paying him half the interest he could get from lending to somebody else, he's probably not going to lend to you anymore. He's going to go to the other guy. So we need to keep the price high enough to keep that money in house. Also, the processes by which they underwrite you, like Mark said, looking at you more than the deal, you're going to be responsible if anything goes wrong. It can really ruin Thanksgiving dinner if you lost your uncle's investment. He's not going to be happy. It's going to go really bad. Those lenders are also flaky. If they tell you, yes, I will fund your rehab, and then the day before closing, they're like, yeah, I really can't, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. You're screwed, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's the nature of that particular beast. Another bit of fun we ran into just last year, I had two of my relationship lenders pass away. Very, very inconvenient. I wasn't able to close out and pay back their loans because nobody could sign a payoff letter. And we had to wait for probate to run. So it ended up costing us quite a bit more in cost just because we had to hold that property longer. So you have that instability. When you deal with an institutional private lender like Always Capital, that's not going to happen because it's a company, because they're professionals. There's not going to be a probate process attached to paying off your loan or anything like that. So pros and cons. Pros, like Mark said, they'll go up to 100%. So you can get to no money out of pocket, which is lovely. Con, the single biggest one is going to be the instability associated with that. They can change their mind. They can ask for their money back quicker. And because it's all relationship, it doesn't matter what your loan says. With the institutional guys, it's like dealing with an investor specific bank. It's going to be a lot easier to get that cash. If they tell you they're going to do the loan, they're going to do it. And that's your pros and cons between your private capital sources.
There you go. Sounds great. Guys, thank you so much. Well, guys, thank you for watching our Lender's Lens 5-minute real estate Q&A brought to you by Always Capital. We're here to fund your deals. If you have a deal that needs funding, please use the link in the comment section. We'd love to see you at our next live event. As always, if you have any questions, please submit them in the comment section below. We'll see you at the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.